Hello, everyone. Welcome to. What is the name of this game? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Great Conclavin of Mithrin. I think that's how you say it. It's a very long name, very hard to say. You try to say it. Anyway, I don't know anything about this. I just saw it as I was scrolling through indie games. So let's just start. Can I move? No. Okay, I like the vibe. I am seeing through. Have a JJ? Am I coming out of the womb? Mama, I am here. We're here and we're gay. Oh, okay. Let me move this out of the way. Sorry. Okay. So you don't move with WASD, you move with the arrow keys. Gotcha. Very interesting. Very avant-garde. I love it. Okay, so far though, I don't know what we're meant to do. Maybe we're trying to find a place where we fit in the painting. I'm guessing this is a painting. Oh! Better not forget Mongol. I shall be watching you from this point. What game am I playing? Okay, we're here for it. Oh, hey, there's some people like me. Okay, we entered somewhere where. Never mind. Huh. Hey, that looks like a penis. Anyway. What? Oh, who are you? Do yourself a favor and don't listen to more. He's the weird one in the corner. He never leaves this spot. He's an extremely sick fellow. How you doing, bud? I've heard about you. You're still born, aren't you? You look just like me, man. At, le- at least you kind of look like one. But then again, I could be wrong about it. You know that you don't belong here, do you? And I suppose you do? Of course I do. I earned a spot in this house. I earned my stay. You, on the other hand, are an intruder. Someone ought to do something about you. Who's stopping you then? Just leave. No one wants you here. Very well then. Sit in your corner of solitude and sadness. Don't turn your eyes on me or anyone else. If you spend the rest of your life there and rot, then so be it. Okay. Despite this world being thrown into chaos, some peculiar creatures known as the Greeks managed to survive through their writings. Why are they so well preserved? Oh, dude, we're getting deeper into this mess. Okay. So I'm guessing you're just not meant to know where the hell you're going. Well, you look sad. Why don't you stay with us for a while? You know, I've been asked that before. I take it that you'd never stay? I can't. I'm not acting this way by choice. This town is driving me away, and so are most people, most of its people. But it's not you or people like you who are doing it. I'm afraid I'll end up wasting away if I stay. Is it worth the risk then? We don't hear much about those who leave because they never return. Probably because it's better. I don't know. The grass is greener on the other side. I sometimes wonder whether or not there's nothing wrong with them or with us. I wish I came back. even if it wasn't for long. Maybe they will. I can't promise you much, but I hope I will. Alright. So we're going somewhere. I'm going up the country. I'm glad I see that you came here to see me. To what may I owe you the pleasure? I'm searching for something and I don't have as much time left as I used to have. And what would that be then? As I know there's a good reason for everything you asked for. I'm in need of the body of a child. The body of a boy! No, I know this is the wild thought of a lunatic, but I need it. I need you to claim it as soon as I can. For what reason? I'll ask you this once again. I can't come up with any good excuses other than this. I shall eat him, as I am hungry. Will you eat my child then? Only if you allow me to. But I shall heed no need for satisfaction. Though I may be a well-known erratic fool, I shall give you something in return. But I thought, I lied. Was it not clear? Was it not clear ever since you met me that I am not in the right mind at all? Of course you are not. But I fear that I may have only lied as well. I have no son. I could tell. What the fuck is this plot twist after plot twist going on? Then what was all that reasoning for? I wanted to be with you. More and more, again and again. Kiss you. Fondle your testicles. Give him a kiss. Until my presence here will have driven you away from your stay. That I might take your place and remain here for some good reason and the chunk of a better day. And what if I decide to come sooner than that? I would certainly have met you in the matter of speak in a most atrocious manner. I would have been more than likely annoyed and maddened by your return. Will you have hurt me in that case? Several times, of course. Light work, no reaction. As I said before, again and again, until you would be bruised and beaten and chopped around the neck. Your sharp teeth glancing your stance and maddening licorice eyes turn into gondolier of Mars? Or at least what seems to have remained of it. But rudely, Mongol had been interrupted. He couldn't help it. No matter what took him out of it, swollen and shaken, put to good use. He had taken only the nearest approach, paranoid of no quietness and no longer feeling any remorse. He started cutting instead with each stroke of his teeth, a piece of his tongue out with it on the floor. He wanted more, only to drive this strange fellow out of the ruse, never to ask him what had happened. Why were they there instead of to be set anywhere? It could not be called for. It could not be. He was simply out of it. I seek the madness. Let it stop. Least of all, will it continue if I leave my house. It will last for days. It will last for weeks. And you shall feel only the quietness of watching the grass leaves finally grow inside the cavity of your deformed skull. God damn, okay. Who wrote this? Is that what you want to hear? Will this please you then? I don't wish to meet your company ever again. Then I shall leave, so be it. What the fuck? I need to ask something. In private. What are we? I must find a liver before they get me. Need one, supply extra large. Pulsating and must. Kill him for me. Or we're entering combat. Fight, assault. Flee, I can't flee. Huh? Let's do a nice year. I am not speaking because I am... What is going on? Okay, what? What the heck? What the heck is this place? Oh my god. I thought I saw a face in there. I hope this isn't like one of those games that actually put corpses or something stupid like that. Wait, I gotta hide my mouse. 9964. I gotta write that down. Write it down, write it down. Oh! Yelpe, hitty bye. Okay, don't talk to them because I think they're trouble. Can maybe talk to them? It's an awful place to be in, isn't it? I suppose it is. But then again, you're not the first person to notice it. Of course I'm not. We've been through this already, Mongo. We've both been around this town for long enough to realize that nothing ever is going to improve. So what are you going to do about it? What are you talking about? There's no use. There's no us in this. I'm alone by myself. There's nothing else than that. You need someone to look after you. After your back, Mongol. One of these days, you never know who might show up when you're out of luck. And that person happens to be you? Personally, I wouldn't hesitate if that were the case, and I would simply take my chances. You would hit me while I'm down? I couldn't be blamed for it now, could I? After all, it's way too obvious that my mental state isn't exactly precarious to begin with. I would simply do what I have to do. And you would do it without remorse either. Give me a break. You're not up to it. I know you're not. You're just cowardly as everyone else. If I woke up with you standing over my bed with just about anything in your hand, you'd freeze upon a single breath. It's not undeniable that I can see it in your eyes. You don't know what you're talking about, Mongol. You're way too arrogant and crude to make it on your own. Well, wait and see. What the okay. You never stood a chance to begin with, Mongol. There was never a chance for you to make sense of what's going on here. No flimsy comeback, nothing. You're not going to do it any longer, are you? There was a block in Mongol's eyes. There was a problem with time. It was hard to distinguish what happened or what might happen from this point. Mongol was confused. What's the point of living in a world without beauty? It's sad looking at dirty plates all day. When beauty died, so did humanity. And not amount of lying and chattery will change it. Despite what you may have heard, I'm not a child murderer. Okay. I wish I got out more often, but I got tired of getting hit so often. That reminds me of something you look. What? I suppose there's a reason. I don't go out that often. What did he say? My dyslexia hit. The quality of a man's soul is reflected not in the amount of effort if he puts in something, but how much of his heart he puts into that thing. And if that is not enough, perhaps his heart was never great to begin with. I come around the dark shore every morning in order to look at the old relics behind by our human ancestors. It saddens me that such beauty existed during a time when there was peace and purity and no form was yet to be touched. Sometimes I can only think of living through one of those times. Even though I would stuck out like a sore thumb, I would trade it for anything, for that chance to be out there in a place where I can finally see that faint beauty we keep hearing about. Okay, is this? Are we living through a post-apocalyptic? Oh, I'm up there. Are we living through a post-apocalyptic nightmare where, like, nukes fell in the world or something along those lines? How long have I been recording for? 5 minutes. Okay. I don't know what this game is, but it weirdly captivated me. I wanted to. I'm probably gonna look up what this game is about. Okay, so this is what the store page looks like. Which at first I was like, okay, this looks very interesting, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a weird experience, and apparently they just updated like a couple months ago. Let's read this. Just a weird game. Mongol watched the weary head of Agrippa sitting on a mountaintop, terrified by the hideous noise it was making. He began to turn, fleeing from the Latin locusts that came out of its mouth and those of its wrathful servants. Since he couldn't outrun them, he chose to hide near the burial mounds. There he awaited the arrival of Roach, an eight-legged man-like creature with a crooked nose and eyeless pink face. That moment never came. Startled again, he leaped over the mounds and met his maker, a man who had once been king and whose rule was unquestioned. Our world fell silent after he became a god. Even after his ascension, Mongol refused to serve. Mongol would serve no one. In his mind, the old world had still remained alive. Countless attempts at his life failed, and the perpetrators were punished with fate much worse than death. With each breath, their lungs grew in size until they became as fat as a sapling. Their ribs were shattered. Inhaling the poisonous and colorless gas that surrounded them made them grow infected stingers. Purple patches appeared on their fingers. They were paralyzed with fear as their bodies contorted into bridges, and the weaker ones fell while the stronger survived. The Grey Gods Agrippa had seen them rise and drop bombs upon his land. So basically, probably a nuclear disaster. Backstory: Agrippa Nestor is an artificial humanoid. He observes people who are on board of the ship he's in. The constant Their constant chanting reminds him of the people who created him, which in turn causes resentment for giving him sentence. So this is like, I have no mouth and I must scream. Many of the remaining humans are kept alive by vessels connected to the ship. Without them, their bodies would die, but not their minds. Agrippa is tasked with watching over them. He is in awe of the memories that were implanted in him, which still haunt him to this day. There are small, meaty boxes floating in his head. He's constantly struggling to prevent himself from falling apart and decaying on the floor. But this suffering ends one day when he becomes a god and finds a servant worthy of fortune. Okay. What the heck? Yeah, this wasn't what we experienced. Interesting. Well, if you're gonna go ahead and check out the game, I recommend it. I feel like this game has more to offer, and we didn't scrape anything at all from it, or like barely scrape the surface. I'm trying to phrase that. Yeah, very interesting. It seems like a very interesting game, and I'm hoping. I mean, the reviews. I love games that have a style like this. How strange and clay like settings is amazing. I really do like it, but the issue is in current state it is too buggy to play. I don't think I found any bugs, and I think the point of it was like just to like restart the cycle. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I know as much as you do when we first started the video. So, like I said, if you want to go ahead and try this game, go for it. If you find anything that I didn't, say it down in the comments. And yeah, if you'd like to continue watching more games like these that are strange and bizarre and quirky, please subscribe because I'm going to be playing a lot more of these. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. See you in the next time.